welcome to the Mystic Mamas vlog. Today I'm going to share with you the 3 easy practical ways you can bring Waldorf principles into your home. I know it's really easy to think that to bring Waldorf principles into your home you need to have the stuff. You need to have beautiful wooden toys, you need to have really nice handmade dolls, you need to do lots of nature play, you need to have waterproof overalls, you need to do all this kinds of stuff, and to a certain extent for a lot of families that's right, but for me I think it's more about a way of being and the things that you actually do that are the important places to start when you want to bring Waldorf, or what I kind of like to think of it as more spiritual principles, into your home. So these 3 things I would recommend are starting your morning with a morning song, having ritual around your meal times, starting with a verse, a song or a prayer and lighting a candle, and the 3rd thing is bringing crafts into your home. These 3 things kind of focus around the key point of routine and ritual, and I think routine and ritual are really important for children. So Rudolf Steiner and all of the child developmental scientists would agree on the fact that routine and ritual are really important. It helps children build a foundation of expectation, so they know where they stand in the day, they know what is kind of expected of them, the uncertainty of the day is kind of depleted, and they have a real sense of where they are in space and time. I also wanted to mention that when implementing these 3 things, keep it simple and keep it fun, because if it's simple and it's fun, then you'll do it every day, which means you'll be consistent, and so then it really will become part of the child's rhythm and routine. I would choose verses or songs that are relevant to you culturally, where you are in space and time, or your family's heritage, things that are really relevant to you and resonate and kind of mirror values that you find important. Some people might choose songs and prayers of a more Christian slant, some people might choose it more based on the indigenous people in the area. Just do what you feel comfortable with and what you like and think is fun. I would recommend looking on YouTube and Spotify for songs that you would find culturally relevant for your family. I personally use songs from a Waldorf playlist that I listen to on Spotify because I just like the songs, and the songs on there are from more of a European folk background, but you can choose what you want as long as you like it and your children will like it as well. So as well as the 2 little rituals and routines that I've talked about, bringing crafts into your home is another fundamental thing. You don't have to use things that come from your area. Of course, I go to fabric stores and buy fabric from all over the world, but it gives you an opportunity to go out with your kids and find things in nature, and you can bring it back and work with it if you want to. Or just in general, you can make things that are reflective of the seasons or of a festival coming up, or a special present for somebody, or a beautiful item for your home. And you'll find if you engage in making these things around or with your children, they'll come to really respect the object itself and other objects in the area too, as they kind of develop a sense of understanding of how much effort and work goes into making all these objects and making an object well and beautifully. I can't overstate how important crafts are, and if you don't feel put off by it if you've never done anything crafty before, because there are so many ways that you can start. There are so many different crafts. It doesn't just have to be knitting, although knitting is great, but there's needle felting, there's sewing, there's embroidery, there's woodwork, there's even metalwork. Just doing stuff with your hands that's meaningful is so important, and children really need to see adults involved in meaningful work, whether it's crafts or chores or cooking. But I really feel that personally it's really great to be making things constantly for your home when you have the chance to do it. So those are my 3 actions you could take to begin to bring Waldorf principles into your home. 2 of those actions don't cost any money, the song and the verses, except unless you need to buy a candle. The third one can cost money, but you also could do it without spending any money. There are lots of nature-based crafts you could get involved in, and have a look on YouTube again for lots of those kinds of things. You also can get involved in crafts at a very minimal cost. They're a very low cost, especially if you're learning. You're going to be going very slow, so you won't be using materials very quickly. But you can pick up a lot of things secondhand, and you can repurpose things, so I wouldn't be put off by cost or by time, because you'll always find time for these things. I've started a YouTube playlist, so to speak, where I'm going through the Waldorf craft curriculum, and I'm starting with the first unit, which is teaching children to knit in primary school. So you could follow along if you wanted to and learn to knit as I'm teaching lots of other people. Those are my 3 practical, easy ways to bring Waldorf principles into your home. If you're a parent or a teacher who has been working with Waldorf principles for a while, maybe you'd like to share in the comments 3 ways that you think people should start. Don't be put off by me saying that it shouldn't be with stuff. I do know that some people's way into Waldorf principles is through the aesthetics, which is totally cool, and I get that too. So share with us your 3 ways that you think somebody could start engaging with Waldorf principles simply and easily in their home. So subscribe to my channel, because I'll be uploading lots more useful, hopefully useful tips and experiences about my journey with Waldorf education and Waldorf parenting. I'll also be uploading lots and lots more craft tutorials to help you out and help you get started on your crafty journey, and just little tips and things that you can do cheaply and easily in your own home to bring these principles in, because it doesn't have to be overwhelming, and it doesn't have to be out of reach. I think we can all make our homes beautiful and wonderful and fun and delightful places to be. Sometimes it can just be hard on knowing where to start. So thanks for coming along, and I'll talk to you again soon. Ka kite, bye!